Hey everybody, welcome back. First off, I just want to congratulate and thank you if you made it this far through all these videos because it has been a lot of discovery and I'm going to attempt to sum every single bit of it up in one whiteboard. So literally all of creation summed up right here on this whiteboard and how we can use it practically in our lives and scientifically and how we mesh together science and philosophy. So we are here at the wave particle. So I'm going to just go through this. This is literally just a summary. If you want to know more, you got to go watch the other videos. The wave particle. The wave is unconditional love, which is also infinite potential energy, free will. You cannot have unconditional love without free will. You cannot have free will without infinite potential energy. They are the same. They are interchangeable. Infinite potential energy is how we physically read it, while free will and unconditional love is how we express it. That's how we physically express infinite potential energy. So, the wave particle also reflects the service to others and the service to self. Service to others being the unconditional love wave, giving all of the potential energy, and the service being the particle, taking all of that potential free will, the manipulation of free will, which we see as a negative action with the electrons and the Earth. The Earth is obviously the manipulation of free will and the manipulation of the infinite potential energy, which is why physically we observe the Earth as negatively polarized in electrostatics. The sky is the physical representation of free will being running rampant, which is why it is positive. But metaphysically, they actually have two polarities. The sky is assertive on everything. The sun and the moon doesn't care who you are, and it's inward assertive and outward assertive. The sky is a physical manifestation of the divine masculine. The earth is the physical manifestation of the divine feminine. So that is reflected metaphysically because it is nurturing. It is nurturing inwards and it is nurturing outwards. It nurtures itself and it nurtures others. So the earth has the Schumann resonance, which is 7.83 hertz. Your brain, which is just below relaxed brain waves, resides within that range. So whenever you meditate, even slightly, you enter into the Schumann resonance range, which the earth is free will, and free will is infinite energy. So whenever you meditate, you are tapping into infinite potential energy. And by clearing your mind, you are embodying the idea of unconditional love because you are allowing free will to flow freely. So the wave is unconditional love manifested physically. The particle is divine wisdom manifested physically because the particle is the collecting of information and consolidating it into one observable, usable particle. It is the unobservable versus the observable, philosophy versus science, but they are all one thing. Now, in the physical reality, whenever the sky and the earth meet up, they have lightning and all sorts of stuff like that to rebalance itself. We have a similar effect. Whenever we have a negative emotion and we meet it with the positive polarity of our physical, what we can express, because this here, love equals free will equals infinite potential energy, proves that the metaphysical in our actions directly affect the physical world. So this is how we embody this idea of infinite potential energy. So whenever we hold two magnets together that are the same polarity, negative and negative, positive and positive, they repel each other. Whereas metaphysically, since it's the opposite, they actually create alignment. When you choose an outwards assertive action with an outwards unconditional love and infinite potential energy, you align with the universe. Whenever you align with the universe, what does that mean whenever you align with the universe? You're aligning with the principles of the wave-particle duality. The wave is unconditional love. The particle is divine wisdom. We see this in the sky and the earth. We see this metaphysically reflected in our actions as we can see the wave embodying the unconditional love. So as we do that, we are aligning with the process of creation because this is a process. The wave turning into the particle is a process. This also says that the universe has a way of doing things. It has a flow. So whenever we flow with the universe, we are aligning with it. So in summary to all of it, serving others out of love aligns with the wave-particle duality, which is infinite potential and logical outcomes. So whenever you serve others out of love with no expectation, you align with the fundamental philosophies and the fundamental particles of the universe. And this is how, if everybody could see this video right here, this video was intended, this video could change the world if everybody saw it. So this stuff right here is exactly how we will change the world, and mastering the idea of the wave being unconditional love, the particle combining it with the idea of science, let science reflect with love and wisdom. How do we serve others, not expecting anything else? That is the only way that you're going to come close to anything that resembles the fundamental particles at all. So this is the bridge. The metaphysical and the physical reflect each other. They're directly related. So I hope y'all found this interesting. Please save it, share it, whatever you got to do.